Do you think he knows? Do you think, because I see tweets like every day saying he's a nonce and stuff. You know, like the box, Roddy Rich. Because these guys just kept on following me. I got bullied by 12-year-olds, basically. Hello and welcome to Two Guys One Podcast with me, Sam Bolton, and Matt Shepherd.
Hello, nice to see you, Sam.
And nice to see you too, Matt. And today we're going to talk about fitness and general topics that are around fitness. So, Matt, have you been keeping fit over lockdown?
Yeah, I've been doing my best anyway. It's quite difficult, isn't it, to keep fit during probably the hardest thing we're going to go through for the next 10 years. But yeah, definitely, it's been difficult trying to figure out how to keep fit and then what equipment to use. Because I've never done home workouts before, so for me it was quite new. I've got one dumbbell that I can use. I've got a skipping rope. So
one of your arms is like massive.
Yeah, my left arm's massive. Then I've got a resistance band, but that is literally all the equipment I've got to use. So it's trying to be creative in terms of what to use. So I think I've been going for a run on a night when there's no one out, just to avoid contact with people.
A couple of bike rides, haven't we?
Yeah, I've done a couple of bike rides late at night just to get out and clear my head sometimes.
Yeah, so I've enjoyed keeping fit as well. I've tomorrow morning I'm going to weigh myself, and I will have lost a stone tomorrow because I'm on that decline of weight. Like throughout the month, you can tell when you're going to reach the mark that I want, and I'm only a pound off this morning. So tomorrow morning, hopefully, I'll have lost a stone over lockdown, which is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a massive achievement.
That is a massive achievement. All it is just eating. It's 70% diet, 30% training, in my eyes, anyway. Mm-hmm. It's all about diet. It's all about calorie deficit if you want to lose weight. So that's what I've been trying to. I've tried the keto diet. You like the keto diet, don't you?
Yeah, it's that. Am I right in thinking that involves like higher protein and cutting out carbs? Is that right?
Yeah, no carbs, more fats, and then your body sort of uses its own body fat. Do you know what I mean? To rely on, but I didn't really find that. I didn't really like it because I felt like nothing was crunchy anymore. You know, I needed something crunchy for me. I don't know why. I've got a load of protein crisps back there from My Protein, and they're unreal. But a packet of them, 100 calories. That's my one snack sort of thing for the day, and then I eat healthy for the rest. But it's just cutting out snacking and exercising, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part. Especially with keto diet, I did that for a couple of weeks, and I just found it so difficult not having as many carbs as I normally would have. So it's like trying to find alternatives. I think if you do it for the first 3 to 4 weeks, you then you can do it. But it's that first weeks of trying to get used to something else.
Because your body drains itself, doesn't it? It's like draining, and sort of changing the way it works. But at the end of the day, it's whatever you prefer diet-wise that will get you to your goal as long as you stick to it. It's all about consistency, really, isn't it? In my eyes, I've been keeping clean for a good. It sounds like I've been doing drugs. I've been keeping clean for a good like 6 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
I've obviously just kept it light with the keto diet. I wasn't really training. I was just eating whatever because my mum and my sister did it, and we lost a couple of pounds. To be fair, maybe about 4 pounds in a week, which is quite good. But I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't happy. I had no energy. But I just couldn't be bothered. But then obviously you find fitness in a way that you enjoy. So I really enjoy going cycling and running. So to get energy to do what I like to do, to exercise, I just stopped keto, and then I had loads of energy. Mm-hmm. As long as you start off with a good breakfast, most important meal of the day. What do you have for your breakfast? Is it salmon? Salmon and eggs, I've seen a couple of times on Snapchat.
Yeah, smoked salmon and scrambled eggs is my normally go-to breakfast. Sometimes, depending what time I normally get up, and I'm getting up earlier now, is I will just have porridge for breakfast, like porridge oats with strawberries and things like that. Like little sachets that you can get from Morrison's and Sainsbury's. That's what I've been having recently.
Because I can say for both of us, when we were at Newcastle Uni, we were massive. I'm not going to lie, we got really fat.
Yeah.
Because there was a kebab shop around the corner, wasn't there? Oh, what should we have for tea tonight, Shep?
Cheese and chips.
I don't know. We both looked at each other like, takeaway.
Takeaway was the
one. Takeaway and FIFA points, that's what I was spending. But But yeah, that's all we did though. It was so easy though, isn't it? It's so easy to just go to the takeaway shop. But if you think about it, the time it takes to get to the takeaway shop, wait for your food to get cooked, and then come back, it's a little bit cold. You eat it and you feel minging afterwards.
Yeah.
You? But the time you've done all that, you could just make yourself nice, I don't know, chicken and salad or something like that. It's dead easy. It's just the fact of you having to cook the food, which puts a lot of people off.
Yeah, I get that. I think if I get my own place, then it'll definitely be easier to I'll be probably more motivated to eat healthy and have healthy foods every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can then prep my food myself and just have my own kitchen ready for when I come in from work. So, yeah, it is difficult, but
is there a thing?
Start doing it.
Is there a healthy takeaway though? That's what I want to ask. Is there a healthy takeaway? I'd say some places you can be a little bit healthy, but obviously being a takeaway, it's going to be a little bit bad for you, isn't it? It's a takeaway. But let's say, I don't know, maybe if you go to a kebab shop, people get doner meat and parmos and pizzas. I mean, don't go wrong, I like all of them, but you could get like a chicken kebab or something like that, where it's just a chicken wrap. That's all it is. No chips, no nothing. Just comes with salads. That's actually not too bad from a takeaway. So if you're having a family too, where they're having pizzas, kebabs, parmos, stuff like that, you can just get yourself a chicken kebab and just stay away from the chips. You can have a couple of chips, enjoy yourself, but as long as you're in that calorie deficit and you want to lose weight, then that's what you can do. Obviously, you got Nando's. Big up Nando's. Mention them. We should get sponsored by Nando's. That'd be good. I'll go for Nando's tomorrow. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
What, you actually going to the restaurant or are you getting a takeaway?
Go to the restaurant. There's one opening in Teesside, so me and Lee are going. But yeah, there's loads of stuff like that. And Nando's can be unhealthy as well, can't it? It can be like a burger type thing. You got chips and then mash. And Jesus, that's a lot of carbs. You know what I mean? That's gonna affect you in a way where your body's like, oh, look at all this carbs, all this fat. Yes, look at this, yum. But then you can't walk for the next 5 days. You know what I mean?
I think. Saying, is there a healthy takeaway? I think there's a niche in the market, right? Well, there is a niche in certain areas where a healthy takeaway would probably be quite a good idea and be quite profitable. Because if you look on Just Eat, there isn't many healthy restaurants on there that offer that healthy option. Well, there might be, but in terms of a full healthy menu, there's nothing. That, I mean, would you get healthy takeaways, Sam?
Yeah, well, if I wanted to lose weight now, if I was very stuck on wanting to, my goal, if I had a goal weight and I wanted to meet it, I'd want to. I mean, I had a pizza yesterday, but I didn't feel like bad for it because I was with my girlfriend, Lucy, and we were just having. I haven't seen each other for a while. She's been at work, and we just had a takeaway. She had a parma, I had a pizza, but I didn't feel bad at it because I did 20k on the bike in the morning and did a 5k run as well. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, so you've burnt whatever you've had.
I've burnt my pizza off prior to me eating it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I've sort of earned myself that right to have that pizza. I mean, it was only a little 10-inch thing because even then, if you say, oh, I've been on a 5k run, let me have 20 parmos. That's not right. Obviously, it's not going to equal to the same. You know what I mean? So the more you burn off, I think the more you allow yourself to be more free. Does that make sense? More you eat what you want a little bit more. Does that make sense? You can celebrate once in a while, but I wouldn't say run 5k, burn 400 calories, and then have a doner meat, whatever, every night, because obviously that's not going to work.
You have to set yourself goals, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. You can't just leave it on. I've burnt 20 calories. I can have a biscuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean that's the thing, especially during lockdown. I didn't really understand what a calorie. I haven't really focused much on my healthy eating. I didn't really know what a calorie deficit was till I looked it up and realised that I need to be burning more calories than what I'm eating. Since then, it's been like that. I set a goal, and then I mean. Do you have a Fitbit, Sam, or I know you got a smartwatch?
Yeah, I've got a Samsung Active 2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like a Fitbit.
You can track your food, and you can drink your water intake and your calorie intake. So every day now, I am tracking my food and my water. And obviously the calories are just there automatically. So I'm trying to burn 3,000 calories a day, possibly more.
What is that sleeping as well?
Yeah, my baseline is 3,000 calories
Alright.
per day.
That's what I
Like,
say. Imagine 3,000 calories a day. That's like without sleep anyway, because you burn loads of calories in your sleep. It's like 800 a night or something like that, isn't it? 800,
Yeah.
900 calories a sleep. So you're burning about 2,000, a little bit over 2,000 a day. So what would you say? What do you do to get rid of that 2,000 then?
It's just keeping active. It's just like walking around the house, going in the garden for like 5-10 minutes, or for like even longer, just to play a bit of basketball. Because I recently acquired a basketball net, so that's come in handy. Because even if you're just like doing that, it's burning calories.
Because you're having fun. You don't realise you're burning calories. You're just having fun. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, with the 2,000 calories, that's quite a lot to burn off. So you must go for runs and stuff, surely, like nearly every night as well. So they'll add up to hit workouts. What do you think of hit workouts? I think they're amazing. Where you're on for 35 seconds or something like that, and then you rest for 20, and then you do stuff like that. That's absolutely incredible for your body.
I think that's what I want to more focus on now, is like doing more like hit workouts and things like that, because I've been trying to find like hills and that in Darlington to be able to run up. Like it's going to sound stupid, this like running up hills, but like if you're sprinting up a hill and then walk back down, take a 30-second break, run back up again, like you'll be burning, like you're going to be doing more than like what you've been doing on like a normal normal run, I would say.
And you look a right weirdo as well.
Yeah.
But is this guy lost?
He's running up and down for some stupid reason, yeah.
But also with hit workouts, they help a lot with sport, because, like you say, if we're saying when five-a-side comes back, we're going to be unbelievable fitness-wise anyway, because hit workouts in football, you're not running constantly for an hour, are you? It's stopping, turning around, the ball's going that way, start running again. Oh, the ball's coming close to me, let me run into a bit of a spit. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's on, off, on, off, on, off, and then it's all about your body learning when to how to rest properly. Does that make sense? In the few seconds it's got, and hit workouts really, really good for stuff like that. So and it boosts your metabolism like crazy, hit workouts. But yeah, I do them. What I do on mine is I have scrambled egg. I get 3 eggs. I only eat one of the yolks though. So I get 2 eggs, crack them open, save the egg white, get rid of the yolk, and then the last one I just put the whole egg in, mix it, scrambled eggs, and a bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of chili sauce. But that's my breakfast. And I have something sweet, like my sister made little flapjacks the other day. I had one of them this morning, and that just gives you like that boost of energy for when you start. I did a 7K run this morning, which is mental, and that's the first time I've done that in a long time, so even though I've lost all this weight. So yeah, it was incredible. You just feel so good, don't you? You just feel class.
You do. I think it's having that self-motivation, isn't it, as well? Once you've done a run, or you've gone for a massive bike ride, you come back in and you feel refreshed, like your head's clear, you're back in it, you're back in the game.
Back in the game. Number 1, that's what you want to be. You want to be number 1 in the world. It's impossible that way. You'll never be number 1 in the world, but you know what I mean.
To be fair, in motivation-wise, I was, Matthew McConaughey, the actor he's done several things, like Wolf of Wall Street, True Detective, the Hum one.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I saw a thing on TikTok the other day of him saying, "Who's your hero?" And he was like, I have to think about it. And then the guy comes back to him, and Matthew McConaughey says, "My hero is me in 10 years' time." And it's like, basically the moral is like, he's never going to be able to become his hero, but he can always improve himself to become like a better human being, things like that.
Alright, that's quite cool.
It really makes you think.
Yeah, so his hero will be him in 10 years because of all the good stuff he's done in the last 10 years. That's quite clever.
And he said he'll never be able to achieve to be his own hero, but he can work towards it every day.
Yeah. Interesting.
So he's obviously motivated.
So it's a good way to think about life, that, to be fair, is what would you think about yourself in the next 10 years, say? Would you be happy with what you've done? It's that sort of life motive, isn't it? Saying in 5, like we talked about, in 5 years' time. Was that last? No, 2 podcasts ago. We talked about what we'd be doing in 5 years' time. That's the sort of motive that guy's got, I think. Where in 5 years' time he sees himself being what he wanted to achieve, sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
But even then, in 5 years' time, you're gonna have different achievements. You're gonna have things that you didn't even realise you achieved. Do you know what I mean? That you weren't thinking about, and that stuff like that is mentally gonna keep you sane. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Fitness is mental.
I think everyone has goals and aspirations, don't they? Like, so
yeah,
you're not. like if you want to achieve something, you have to set a goal and how quickly you want to achieve it. Like for me, I want to move to Newcastle in under 3 years, so it's like working towards that and hopefully getting to that point as soon as possible.
3 years, man. You have to save up. So, what would you buy a house or would you rent? Do you think?
Probably rent. I'd move in with only being started talking about it, but it's early stages, isn't it? At the minute, you have to wait and see what happens.
And obviously, you've got all these celebrities being fitness models and stuff, but not all of that's true. Like we say, what was the name of the Geordie lass from Gogglebox? What was her name?
Oh, Scarlett Moffat.
That's it. Moffat. Is it Moffat or Moffat? I thought it was Moffat.
Moffat. Yeah, one of the two.
Moffat. Yeah, but she went. She did this thing where she's got like a fitness DVD where how to lose weight in 7 days or something like that. It's a load of rubbish. There's no way. It's just lying, isn't it? She went on to get her perfect body, like this week camp or 2 week camp, where she maybe ate a grain of rice every 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? And she was burning so many calories. She lost so much weight. She said she felt awful, and she was lying to herself that this is nice. And you have to find something that you enjoy, and that will make you lose weight.
I think it's
instead of camps and like it's like concentration camps. It's like making you do stuff you don't want to do, and then feeding you not enough, and your body's going to destroy itself.
It's finding the right thing to do, isn't it? It's finding your right method of how to lose weight effectively and safely as well. Because there's a lot of people that will cut weight very quickly, and then that'll affect obviously the long-term health. I think that's with me. Like I think I cut just over 10 pounds or something within like the first 4 or 5 weeks of lockdown. Since then, I haven't really lost much weight because I've lost.
Well, it's not just exercise; it's walking, isn't it? Just walking places changes.
Yeah, but it's definitely
lockdown.
harder.
Everybody's stuck inside. Yeah.
It's definitely harder to lose. Like once you've lost that first batch of weight, it's then I think it's hard. I mean, it's hard for me now to try and cut the next bit, if that makes sense.
Okay, interesting.
Because I haven't really seen much change, but
I'm just losing weight. Like it's dropping off me at the moment.
It's just leaving.
I'll let everybody on a little secret. I was just under 15 stone. Now that is heavy. I'm 6 foot exactly, just a little bit under, but I am 6 foot. I'm not a small man, but I had a lot of chub on me. I've got a little chub on me now, but I was just under 15 stone, 6 foot. I've got muscle, but it's not incredible that will make me dead heavy like Anthony Joshua. Although I'm near his height anyway, 6 foot. But the fact that I managed to drop a stone, so I'm about 13.9 now in 6 weeks, maybe 5 weeks is. I didn't really mean to. I was just decided to eat healthier and go on my bike a bit more. Just invite friends to go on my bike. It's sort of life choices. I think personally, it's like it's hard because it's so easy to fall into that hole of getting fat. I think it's so easy.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just you sit in your mind, like you said. It's all a mental game, isn't it?
It is. Once you've sorted the mental side of it and realising, right, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it, then you're flying. I know obviously it won't be that easy for some people, but I mean for me, obviously just get up in the morning, get your workout out in the way, and then just start your day.
I just want to say, because I mentioned that I lost a stone, that doesn't mean stop. Doesn't mean go back to what I was doing before. I won't put weight on. I'm gonna keep on doing this for, I don't know, maybe a year, just to see what happens, just to see how healthy I can get. But obviously, if you want to cheat now you've lost a little bit of weight, you can, as long as you just burn it off again. It's as simple as that. It's just making a nice ratio of being healthy and then being not healthy. But it doesn't mean lose a stone and then do whatever you want, because then you've earned it and then you're just going to get fat again. I'm just going to be 15 stone, still 6 foot.
And there's nothing wrong with being 15 stone and 6 foot, but
nah. But I mean, you could be like people with a lot of muscle will be 6 foot, 15 stone. It's the body fat percentage, isn't it? Really, I was thinking about talking about.
Yeah,
I wasn't shaming people who were 15 stone being 6 foot and ripped to shreds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, then you've got people like Tyson Fury. People don't know Tyson Fury. I was about to say, if you don't know Tyson Fury, everybody knows Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, Gypsy Warrior, best boxer in the world. Would you say? Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Best heavyweight in the world.
I'd say he's the best boxer in the world.
His story is phenomenal. Have you read his book?
I haven't. No, I've seen his I've seen the clips from here and there about.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was there was a BT Sport documentary I think I watched on YouTube.
Yeah. I've read bits and bobs of it, but I haven't read the whole thing through. But that's incredible. His story is incredible. Where he's in that mental state of I am the champion. How can I can't go any further. I don't know what else to do. So then he moved on to drugs, drinking, got fat. I think how much did he say? It was 30 stone or something ridiculous. 28 stone.
Yeah, it was mental, wasn't it?
And then he come back, didn't he? He was in a Ferrari doing 100 mile an hour, wanting to dive off a bridge, and then he thought about his wife and his kids, and he thought, I'm going to have to change something here, otherwise he's going to kill himself. And then the whole story is respect to him. That's mental.
It's inspirational, isn't it? Everything he's done it's absolutely mental. Like the amount of weight he's lost, and from where he's gone, from where he began his journey with so much weight, to beating Wilder.
Big.
Now he's got
bronze bomber.
It's very.
That's an incredible story, yeah. But now he's over lockdown. He did these Instagram stories, like the live stories where 9 a.m. he would get out of bed. Well, he'd probably get out of bed a bit early. Obviously, you don't see him in bed, but he would be doing this workout for maybe an hour, if that. But it got people up, and I mean, I was joining in. I saw maybe 3,000-4,000 people watching at the same time. So that's 3,000 or 4,000 people who's managed to get out of bed in the morning and do a workout, which is incredible.
That's a bit like I'm assuming you know the name Joe Wicks. You know, who had the YouTube. He's done bits over lockdown, hasn't he, as well, with the amount of
PE for kids and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I rate that. Plus, everyone else, so the kids, not just kids have been doing it, adults have been doing it as well, haven't they? So
yeah, I mean, I tried one of Joe Wick's things. It's hard, it is hard.
Was it?
Yeah, I was sweating. I was like, how is this skinny man doing this? But yeah, it's just different body shapes. Everybody's different. Everybody will find the way. I mean, my diet plan, my fitness goals won't be the same as other, like yours, for example. We're not going to be the total same. I think your slim body anyway, that's your natural look, Shep.
Yeah, I think
I've always had a belly on me.
I always lose it sometimes. I think I've lost it a few times, but now I'm not as bad as I was, and I'm getting back to my prime weight. Your
prime weight, boxing weight.
No, I'm not boxing again. We're not having this.
UFC only, right?
Yeah.
What about then? You've got once you get your fitness going, you can go on holiday. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine earning the right to go on holiday. Well, not earning the right.
Earning the right to go on holiday.
I'd say more feeling good on holiday. That's what I'm looking for. Where you've got your holiday body, your whole bod. But yeah, you don't have to. People might not want fitness. You know what I mean? They might not give a shit. But
yeah,
I think
some people don't. Some people.
Yeah, it's whatever. If you want to be that person who is the biggest in your group, or if you don't want to be that person who's the biggest, you can change. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you to be fit or be strong, but whatever. But this is personally what keeps my head in check. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. I think
and family and friends and stuff. Obviously, you can't. It's not just fitness. It's a mixture of everything.
I think that's the thing about holidays in a minute. At the moment, I mean, I'm not going to be able to go on a holiday this year at all, but I think I'm still aiming to get like a holiday body, if that makes sense. Like I know I'm not going to be going on a holiday, but I'm still aiming to get
for the neighbours.
Shape. Yeah, for the neighbours, definitely.
More no, across the road.
Like but I just want to be in the best shape of my life, and that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah.
Where would you want to go on holiday next year by any chance? Any places you want to
Benidorm. I want to go to Benidorm, me.
Yeah, I want to go Benidorm. That'd be good.
I'd want to do Zante again as well.
Yeah, Zante was good. That was probably my favourite lads holiday. You know what I mean? That we've had.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Ibiza. I don't see the big craze of Ibiza. I don't know.
It's Wayne Lineker. That's what I think it is.
Oh yeah, touching kids and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, he's dodgy. He's out there, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
How does Gary Lineker not understand? Do you think he knows? Do you think, because I see tweets like every day saying he's a nonce and stuff. Do you think Gary Lineker goes, oh God, not another tweet about this? You know what I mean?
They've probably had the discussion before, haven't they? Or they don't. I don't know. I don't know what Gary Lineker thinks.
It is very odd how old is he? Like 50? He's in good shape.
50.
He's in a calorie deficit.
He is. He's definitely in a calorie deficit. Yeah, that man.
I mean, he might not be 6 foot, but you know.
Definitely.
But, yeah, but that's a bit. But yeah, the craze about Ibiza, I think. I don't know if it's worth the money for me in my eyes. I mean, it would be class going with your mates. I'd understand it, but it's like €8 for a bottle of water. €8.
That's extortion.
That's crazy
for a
money.
bottle of water. Water should be free. That's just.
Yeah, well.
Should be. If
you want to drink from a tap in a sweaty club, you can do, mate. But I'm not gonna.
No, I'm not doing that.
But yeah, I'd happily go on Benidorm with the boys and the girls. We'll go as a big group. That'd be good. Like, look a bit like a stag do. Should we all dress up as like the 7 dwarves or something?
7 dwarves. I'll be waiting for a hype joke from Liam.
Oh wow, yeah. But yeah, I'd happily go on holiday. I think Lucy was on about. Well, actually, I think I might be going to Jersey this end of this month. Still, because
what, flying or
flying? Yeah, because it's in the UK, isn't it?
Mhm. I think you still can. You can start. I think can you still start going abroad now?
Yeah, but however, I'm not too sure if the hotel's open. That's the only problem. Does that make sense?
Is the Ibiza season actually happening? I haven't actually.
I don't know. I don't really know. I'll have to ask someone who knows a bit more.
Be interesting to see if it does, because of all the money that's involved.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a whole lot of money in that island at the moment. But Wayne Lineker at the end of the day. Yeah. I'm going on a bike ride tomorrow morning with my mate Matty Robinson.
Where you planning on going up towards?
Look, Coniscliffe, High Coniscliffe, just a out daft, you know what I mean?
I think that's the thing as well. Like once you find that pattern,
yeah,
you can just go for it, can't you?
Can I just say, I, as a kid, was not happy wearing a helmet whilst cycling, but now I can't go anywhere without a helmet. Is that weird?
It's mad, isn't it? I always used to say I didn't want to wear a helmet. Now
it's not cool wearing a helmet. I don't want to wear a helmet. Why would I want to wear a helmet? I'm on my BMX going up and down these streets. People are peeping at me. Now I'm just like, I really need to wear a helmet just in case for my safety. It's so weird how like once you hit one point of like, what on earth was it? Why was I doing that? Do you know what I mean?
Especially with my dodgy bike, and I could be anywhere.
Yeah, no, you've got 3 wheels and you don't even have 3. You make a noise whenever you cycle. It's sort of like, you know, like the box, Roddy Rich.
Yeah, my bike. I don't trust my bike that much. Like going down a hill, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it just wobbles.
I'm worried. Seriously, I'm worried.
But yeah. Thirsty work. I'm starting to lose my voice, I think.
It's all the running, mate. It gets rid of you. You need to keep drinking water.
I think it's talking a load of rubbish on here.
That's not, I try now to drink. I don't know if you've seen TJ Dillashaw. Did you see that time where he cut all that weight?
When he was literally like a skin and bones. Like.
Yeah. So I saw this. I saw a clip of it on Logan Paul's podcast. He did something called waterboarding. What? No, what? Waterboarding?
Where you're on a...
One of the two. Basically,
waterboarding's a sport.
Yeah, it must be
waterboarding's when you're back of a boat and then you're like holding onto this rope and then you're like, well, waterboard. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it must be waterboarding. So what he does is, I think you drink 8 something mad amount of water for like 4 continuous days or something, and then For the other 3, you don't drink anything. I think that's what it is. I'm not too sure.
Why? What happens? Why would you do that?
Well, I don't understand how it's something scientifically apparently to TJ Dillashaw, but the weight he cut, he said he lost 9 pounds or something in 40 minutes. Water loading. Here it is. So the theory So the theory behind the method is that drinking excess water for several days and then dehydrating the body, additional fluids will be stripped away, leaving the fighter lean and light.
Interesting, because his weight class is really low, as in like, well, it's not. He's the one above and then the one below, and he's in 2 different weight classes with TJ Dillashaw. But I've seen a video on UFC's Facebook page where it was about this light heavyweight man who 2 hours prior to the fight was like maybe 6 pounds too heavy still. And then he got to the weigh and he was all stumbly, like, oh, I can't do this sort of thing. I can't even stand. And he was still 2 pounds like above. And then he had another 2 hours. The I can't remember, it's Nevada State of Athletics or whatever it is, said you've got 2 hours to maybe make the weight cut before the fight. If not, you're not going to make it. This was on UFC, The Ultimate Fighter, the
right, okay, yeah.
The TV program.
The series.
Yeah. He managed to get it, but he was in a sauna for the 2 hours, not drinking. He hadn't drank for like a couple of days, so he must have been doing something like that you've just mentioned. But that's incredibly bad for you, surely.
Have you got any like other weird? I mean, like the only weird training method I've got is wearing like a altitude training mask.
Yeah, I haven't actually got anything to do with any training stuff. So that mask's mental, by the way.
I know it's difficult because there's different settings for it. So if you put it on, the way it works, I believe it's to reduce incoming air. So if you go for a run, for example, it's basically you're running up a hill. It feels like you're running up a hill, even if you're running on like a straight road. So it reduces the amount of airflow in the lungs.
And plus you look badass. You running up that hill, walking back down in 20 seconds with a mask on.
I know, it looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? It looks a bit... I don't wear it that often, so when I do, it'll be like on a night. I'm scared, so when it goes dark...
On a night? That's even worse.
So that's what I'm worried about. Like, if I start wearing it on a night when it's dark, start going running with my cap and that on, I just look proper dodgy, don't I?
Oh, God. Especially when it's cold and you've got a big jacket on. Black jacket, black shorts, black mask. It's like this bloody purge.
Yeah, I don't tend to wear it very often, but you can use it for like other things. Like I've used it for an ab workout in the back garden before, because you're just like pushing your body like more, but it's hard, and I wouldn't recommend it.
How much would you say that would cost? How much did that cost you? Do you think?
I think it was quite cheap. I'll look on Amazon quickly. Yeah, most of them are currently unavailable. Some of them are quite expensive. There's one here for like £95, but I didn't pay £95 for mine. I paid like £15.
£95, Jesus. I buy from I buy nearly all my t-shirts except for the one I'm wearing, which is quite funny because it's a coincidence. I've got like, let's say 9 t-shirts from this Box Raw. I'll put the link in the description because that's really class. Box Raw is incredible, and they do like this sauna suit. So you do your workout in like in a sauna suit. Mm-hmm. So then you see these videos of these lads taking off the sauna suit, and literally it's like a flood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of sweat that they must drip off. But yeah, that stuff like that's incredible. Imagine I think that lad I was on about before in the Ultimate Fighter series, who had to lose all this weight before weight cutting. Mm-hmm. He had a sauna suit on in the sauna.
Yeah, so you're burning.
That's
mental. Must be burning calories for that. To be fair, I wouldn't mind sitting in the sauna for like an hour.
If I had one, I'd use it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because that's quite... Well, I don't know the scientific reasons behind using a sauna for weight loss, but...
it just burns. It just makes you sweat, doesn't it? And sweats it gets rid of all your water in your body. But yeah, it's interesting, really. Sauna suits, you got masks. What else have you got? You've got gastric bands. No, you can't really use that. I wouldn't suggest them.
You can get weight... Oh, what is it? Like weight belts now.
Yeah, you can get like the army pack, so it's like on your chest whilst you're running, so you add more weight whilst you're running. That's quite a good one. Then you've got little weights on for your ankles. You can put them in your shoes and stuff. You got them ones. You could just run with like a dumbbell. To be fair, although you look a bit weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean you can power walk, aren't you, with dumbbells? But
yeah, but then you're called Mary and you're about 65-year-old.
yeah. So I've had a question for a listener in regards to fitness through lockdown. So they asked, have you had any weird ideas to use during your workouts? So obviously for me, I haven't had any. I've got one dumbbell and it's 3 kilograms, so it barely does anything.
What
so I've been using.
What do they mean by weird workout?
So weird things to help you in workout. So I've been using bricks and things like that.
Oh, okay, like items. Okay.
Yeah.
I've used a bench outside, like my garden furniture. I've used that.
Mm-hmm.
I've used that to push when I'm lying down. What else have I used? I used my dog. I pick my dog up and do squats. My dog's a greyhound, and I don't know how much she weighs. About 25 kg, something like that. It's not bad. Happy days.
Well,
although she gets a bit annoyed halfway through.
I can imagine.
I don't think really I've used anything. I mean, you see people on these YouTube videos like Joe Wicks and stuff use can of beans and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think a can of beans would really work.
That's not heavy enough.
No, I think brick. For me, we've got bricks in our back garden, so I've been using them. I just use them just as a dumbbell.
Just don't drop it on your toe.
Yeah. A bit of shot put across the garden. Why not on a Sunday afternoon?
Shot put across the garden.
Javelin
to next door's garden. Bang.
Javelin. Yeah, I don't think they'd be too happy about if I did that. But no, I've been using bricks is the main one. Benches, chairs, some wood I found in the back garden as well.
A couple of sticks. I've just got visions of you picking up these tiny little sticks and just going,
It's too heavy, mate. It's too heavy.
Too heavy. You should start using the boomerang. You just throw it and it'll come back, won't you?
Yeah.
That'd be quite good, actually. You need to get one of them. It's because especially when lockdown, you can't really... I mean, I say we're in lockdown, but we can go to the park now. It's just the gyms aren't open.
I think...
I went... Oh, go on, sorry.
I was just going to say, I think the gyms will be reopening soon now, won't they?
Yeah. I think the way that they've opened the pubs and everybody's responded to the open the pubs is atrocious, to be fair. So I don't think the gyms will be opened as soon as they thought, maybe. They said 2 weeks from the pubs opening, so that's not this week, the week after, the end of next week. So could it happen? Maybe, possibly. But actually, the government announced today that incoming August, to get the economy back going, they're going to give everybody 50% off the food or something like that at restaurants, something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, okay, bit random. What I was going to say, yeah, before about lockdown, you can still go to parks and stuff. So this afternoon, I did my 7k run up. I can't really say where I go. Probably near Cummins.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big field around there, and I just literally run around, and it's about just under a kilometre a lap, something like that. So I was doing that today, and then these youths coming on quad bikes and motorbikes and just driving around the field, driving past us trying to scare us. I was like, what are you on about here? These little 14-year-old lads just it does my head in. I'm trying to go for a run here, and if I see you next time, I'm going to kick your head in. No, that's a bit far. But it's a bit of a shame. I was just trying to do a workout, and then I was going to reach 10k, but I had enough because these guys just kept on following me. I got bullied by 12-year-olds, basically. There was a lot of them. I'll leave that there.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah, Nando's tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. And then tomorrow morning, bike rides. Are you going on fitness-wise, anything tomorrow? Runs?
Probably ab workout in the morning is what I'll be doing.
Right, okay. What's just sit-ups? Leg raises?
No, so I've been... so obviously, big part of trying to figure out what to do in a workout is been doing research. So I've been watching YouTube videos, things like that. So I've developed my own home workout ab routine. So I'll start off with jumping squats, sit-ups, press-ups, side to side, planks. I think.
Okay.
So I normally try and do like 3. I'll do a YouTube workout first. That would be like 10 minutes, and then I'll do 3 repetitions of my own home workout, and then do a cardio section afterwards, which is like
sounds a bit like the Tyson Fury one he did. If I remember rightly, he did 10 push-ups. This is like one set, so 10 push-ups, and then straight away to 10 sit-ups, and then to squat thrusts, 20 of them or something, and then 10 burpees, and then 10 squats, and then blah blah blah. So he does that, and then he has like maybe 30 seconds break, and then does that 4 times. So that was his like Instagram live sort of video. Sounds a bit like that.
Yeah, it's just trying to like find your perfect form as well, because I always realise, like, when you watch a YouTuber doing a workout, you realise how you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to do it. Like flutter kicks, for example, I've been doing them, and I've realised I've been doing them wrong for like since I started working out. So like during lockdown, I've realised what the perfect form is and how to perfect it, really.
Yeah, well, form's also a very vital part of fitness, isn't it, really? If you're doing it wrong, you can injure yourself. Also, resting is huge. You can't overdo your body, otherwise you'll get a lot of injuries and then you'll regret it later on.
Or you make yourself
take
ill.
a day off. Or you make yourself ill. That reminds me, actually, I might have a day off tomorrow. Friday. I'll have a day off Friday.
One day off a week.
One day off a week, maybe 2 if you're lazy. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Fitness. It's a huge topic to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we could probably talk about it for about another hour, but we won't bore the listeners with that.
No, we don't want to kill everyone. Obviously, we've got Saturday's podcast coming, which is going to be in the morning on Saturday. We're going to record it, hopefully get it out before the UFC fights. I've got work on Saturday night, mine, so hopefully it might be Sunday. It'll be Sunday, I think, for that Saturday sports podcast. It's a big UFC Fight Island. Usman versus Masvidal. Prior to us recording the first sport podcast, we didn't know Masvidal was fighting, did we?
No, we were literally talking about it, weren't we, about possible fights, and then now we've found out that Masvidal's fighting, so I think we're all pretty happy about the
I saw
result.
a tweet from him literally like the other hour, and he was just having a barbecue with his mates. He just doesn't care. He literally does not care. The money must be right. The money must be right for him to fight.
Yeah, but I think, to be fair, I think he'd be fight fit already. I think he's probably been expecting something like this to happen. Like, if you're a fighter at the minute in the UFC, you'd be thinking, oh, right, get myself in a good shape, expect a fight, because someone's going to maybe potentially get coronavirus, and that's my step into like a title fight. Especially
title fights, yeah, like you're saying. Especially title fights where if he's earned the right to now fight against someone with a title. Do you know what I mean? So he's always got to keep on the edge of, I've got to fight maybe next week. I don't know yet. But yeah.
Well, Masvidal could become a two champion, couldn't he? 2-time champion.
He's got
with
the BMF belt,
lightweight.
hasn't he?
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out on Saturday night. I'll be definitely staying up for it.
Usman said he's got the BMF belt. It's the basic moderate fighter belt. That's quite funny. But yeah.
But yeah, Saturday will be the time for our predictions, and it'd be interesting to see
stuff.
Yeah, what everyone thinks. I think George is coming back on, and then we'll try and get some more guests in the future as well. So yeah, that is today's episode of Two Guys One Podcast with me, Matt Shepherd, and Sam Bolton. Please like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. Make sure you do that.
Check out the socials.
Have we got any goals for subscribers, Shepherd? I think we should.
Yeah. So let's say our goal is 100 subscribers by end of August.
End of the month. Yeah. August. Yeah, end of August. We'll say
achievable?
End of August. Yeah, I think it is. I think more than likely get that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But the Instagram will be in description as well. So give that a follow, send some questions. We'll be doing a new Q&A podcast next week, maybe.
Yeah, I think Q&A will be next week. We'll get some questions in.
So roughly doing about 2 podcasts a week, which is quite good for us.
Yeah, one normally will be on a Saturday for like sport and things like that, because that's quite up to date at the minute. And then one would be like a more question answer and general talk about things. Obviously today's been about fitness. So yeah. Thank you for listening.
Brilliant. Yeah, we'll see you in the next podcast on Saturday. Come on, Usman.
Come on, Masvidal. See you later. Thank you.
See ya.